Morning all. Here we go again. Guys, it's been a while since I've done a recording. I've sort of lost my mojo with doing these videos, to be honest, recently. But anyway, I've started them, so I've got to finish them. So here we go for an update. So I think my last one, I just completed my penultimate chemo session, which was fine. No major issues from that, apart from getting a pain here, down my jaw, all around my teeth. It was really painful for about a couple of weeks, there or thereabouts, and I got that the time before as well. So it's obviously linked to either the chemotherapy or maybe the injections that I have to take. I don't know, but I was a little bit worried because I thought, oh, maybe it's a toothache or something like that, or problems with a tooth, because you're not really supposed to have any dental treatment when you're on chemotherapy because it's such a massive risk of infection. So I just took loads of paracetamol and codeine and whatever I can get my hands on to ease the pain, and then it just faded and went. So that was all right. And then I went in for my last chemotherapy. So that was a difficult one, really, because I knew I was at the end of the line. I knew that this was it. So I just wanted it over as quick as possible. And the day seemed to really drag for some reason. And I don't think I went into it with my normal sort of positive mentality. I think just because I wanted it to go. I don't know. The mind's a funny old thing, isn't it? But anyway, this is me just before my final chemotherapy. Hi. So this is me in hospital for my last chemotherapy session. Been in since Wednesday, and it is Saturday today. And I've had 3 of the high doses, and I've got 1 more to come tonight, and I'm feeling pretty good. And we'll get tonight's out of the way. Should finish about 11:30, 12 o'clock tonight, and then tomorrow I'm off home, and then that is it. End of chemotherapy. So I'm in remission. I've finished chemo. Probably going to get a few weeks rest to build up my strength, and then bone marrow stem cell transplant is next. Great, that'll be fun. Got to go to Leicester on the 2nd, Tuesday the 2nd, for the consultation, and they'll tell me all about it and let me know what's going on. And it's another bridge to cross, and cross it I will. So this is just a little clip while I'm in hospital, I suppose. Makes it a little bit more interesting than when I'm stuck in my own room, doesn't it? So I've got Liverpool-Everton on the iPad, watching a bit of football. And on the telly, I've got Crocodile Dundee. So who said us blokes can't multitask, eh? Anyway, might do a follow-up when it's all over. Who knows? Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye now. So that was it. It was the usual regime of 1 dose of cytarabine every 12 hours, 4 in total. And the last one, honestly, it went on for ages because I kept getting air blocks in the line. So as it comes down from the machine, the drip comes down, it goes through a machine, detects any air bubbles, because they don't want to be putting big bubbles of air into your veins, into your blood. And honestly, it was like every 10, 15 minutes, it was buzzing. I had to call the nurse in, and she had to give it a little shake and a flick to get the bubble out, and then on again. It went on for ages, and I thought, this is bloody typical. My last one, and it took hours to do. But anyway, it's all in the past. It was all over. So that was it, and I was discharged, and the usual regime after that. 7 days later, take the stomach injections, going into hospital every twice a week just for your blood tests. There was one period when my blood counts were really low, so I had to have a blood infusion. which was, it wasn't a problem, but now I've got someone else's blood in me. I'd like to know who that was. Better not be an Arsenal fan, or so I will not be happy. So as that discharged, and then I'll get that pain again, that I mentioned earlier. And real sharp pain just here, down my jaw, blah, blah, and all that. So from a mental point of view, I thought, okay, I know it's not a toothache. I know it's nothing like that, because last time I had it and it came and went, and it's something related to the chemo or the jabs. So I sort of just took medication to ease the pain and just dealt with it, really. I think things like that, whenever you go through this process, the first time something happens is always worrying. But if it goes and comes back again next time, you think, fine, it's part of, the side effects. It's something that just happens. And you deal with it then. So it's always the first time that's a bit scary. So in the meantime, I had my consultation at Leicester Royal Infirmary about my stem cell harvest. So that's the next sort of step. You sort of come out at the end of chemo and celebrating that, and you go straight into the next stage, which is good. But it's good because there's been a few weeks gap, so I'm building up strength. I've done quite a lot of work in the garden. I felt really good. I've probably done a bit too much out there, if I'm honest, but while I've got the strength, I'm trying to make the most of it, So I went to Leicester anyway, and they described the process, filled out the consent forms, etc., etc. And the day before, Monday, what is it today? It's the 24th. So the 22nd of March, Monday, I went in to harvest my cells. My stem cells, and that was all right. It's a long day, and my wife, bless her, drove me to Leicester and waited, and she had to sit and wait for 8 hours waiting for me to finish. I mean, she must have been going crazy. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So I drove home with her with me just to make sure I was okay to drive. And yesterday I drove to Leicester, had the treatment, and drove back. And it was good, and it was quite nice. I quite enjoyed it. It's like having a little bit of your independence back, And that was all right. That went well. I had to have a potassium drip because those levels were a bit low, which added 2 hours on the day. But it's fine. It's fine. They've got all they needed anyway. So now I have to sit and wait for my appointment to go in to have the transplant and chemotherapy. And this is the one thing that right since the start, right since, we had the first discussion about treatment, it's the one thing I've been concerned about. But now it's here. Yeah, I'm still concerned. I'm still anxious, and I still don't want to do it. But I know that once I've done that and once I'm in there, I'll deal with it. And once that's over, then it's all about me building up my strength and getting back to normal, and no more, fingers crossed, no more treatment. So this is me having my stem cells harvested. There's a picture of the blood's going out and the blood's going in, and a little clip of the machine that they use to take out what they need to take out. So there you go. That was interesting, wasn't it? So that's it for now anyway. It's been a really brief update. I haven't done any preparation for this. I'm just talking off the top of my head. So if I've missed anything out, what can I say? I'm sorry. But still positive vibes. Spring is on the way. COVID, hopefully, is starting to settle down a bit. Let's all look forward to a wonderful, hot, beautiful British summer, right? And this will be it now until I'm in the process of doing the stem cell transplant. Or I might even wait till after and just do one final video on how that went. So we'll wait and see. But in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon. All right, bye now.